My sister had the police drag away my 8-year-old daughter in handcuffs over a false accusation that she stole her jewelry. My parents watched and did nothing while she screamed, "Mom, I didn't do it!" My mother said, "Don't react, sweetheart. Spoiled kids deserve that." Dad added, "Maybe jail will teach her some respect." My sister smirked, "She'll learn not to mess with me." My brother laughed. Finally, someone putting that brat in her place? I stood there watching my daughter being put in a police car, crying and terrified. When I tried to follow them, my father grabbed my arm to stop me. "Let them take her." My mother snapped, "Stop making a scene." I didn't say a word or fight back. When I revealed to the officer that my sister had planted her own jewelry in my daughter's bag, my sister's face went white. Grace had been excited about visiting her aunt's mansion. My sister Vanessa was the golden child. Married rich, lived in luxury, while I raised Grace alone after my husband died. Our parents worshipped Vanessa. I was the family disappointment. At Mom's birthday party, Grace stayed in the game room with her cousins, following all the rules. Then Vanessa screamed from upstairs, "Someone stole my jewelry!" She came down holding Grace's backpack, pulled out a velvet pouch from the front pocket. Inside, her diamond bracelet and earrings. "That's impossible," I said. "Grace didn't take those. The evidence speaks for itself," Dad said coldly. "I'm calling the police," Vanessa announced. Grace came downstairs, confused and scared. "Did you take your aunt's jewelry?" Dad demanded. "No, I didn't take anything." Tears streamed down her face. Two officers arrived. The older one looked at Grace with something like pity. "We need to take her to the station for processing. She's 8 years old," I protested. "If charges are being pressed, there's protocol," he replied. Grace wrapped around me, sobbing. "Mom, please. I didn't do anything." My brother Keith pulled me away from her. My mother slapped me across the face. "Stop making a scene." The officers put handcuffs on my daughter's tiny wrists. The click was the worst sound I'd ever heard. Her legs gave out. She screamed for me as they put her in the patrol car. Then I pulled out my phone. "Officer, before you go, my sister planted that jewelry in my daughter's bag. I can prove it." Vanessa made a strangled sound. "My sister insisted I install a nanny cam in Grace's room 6 months ago. It has a wide-angle lens." I pulled up the footage. The video showed Vanessa entering Grace's room, looking around, then pulling the velvet pouch from her pocket. She placed it in Grace's backpack, zipped it closed, and hurried out. The officer's jaw tightened. "Get the child out of the vehicle. Remove the restraints." Grace fell into my arms, sobbing. The officer turned to my family. "Filing a false police report is a crime. So is framing a minor. Ma'am, you need to come to the station." "This is absurd." Vanessa's voice cracked with panic. "Do you know who my husband is?" "Ma'am, you can come voluntarily or in handcuffs." They put Vanessa in the same patrol car, in the same handcuffs, in the same seat where Grace had been moments before. At the station, Detective Fitzgerald reviewed everything. "This is premeditated," she said quietly. "We found text messages between your sister and mother. They'd been planning this for days. My own mother had helped orchestrate my daughter's trauma." The trial lasted 3 days. Under cross-examination, Vanessa admitted she planted the jewelry to teach Grace a lesson. The jury deliberated for less than 2 hours. Vanessa received 2 years probation, 500 hours community service, and a permanent criminal record. Her husband filed for divorce. Her reputation was destroyed. My parents showed up at the courthouse screaming that I'd torn apart the family. I filed restraining orders against all of them. Grace is 12 now. She's thriving. Photography club, close friends, straight A's. She still flinches at police cars sometimes, but she's resilient and brave. She asked me once why her grandparents chose Aunt Vanessa over her. "Some people are incapable of admitting they're wrong," I told her. "Even when it means hurting someone they should love." She nodded. "I'm glad we don't see them anymore. They were mean." People ask if I regret cutting off my entire family. The answer is simple. No. My daughter's safety will always come first. Anyone who would traumatize a child doesn't deserve a place in her life, regardless of blood. Grace knows without question that her mother will always choose her, will always believe her, will always fight for her. That's what family really means.